When do you expect to sit down with Donald Trump?
Oh, when we have a meeting, we'll have a meeting. And when it's scheduled, that will occur. Okay. We'll see each other a lot in the last months of the year. That's when summit season occurs, whether Australia and the United States are both members, of course, of the G20, of the Quad, of APEC. We'll see each other quite a lot in coming months.
So Kevin Rudd has praised Donald Trump over his attacks on Iran and NATO's increased military spend. Is that a ploy to get Trump on side?
No. Australia has supported, of course, what occurred with Iran and Israel, and we've seen peace break out, or at least the conflict be a ceasefire, and that's a good thing that occurred.
But with a firmer, more generous defence spend, might you have had more luck in getting face-to-face time with Donald Trump? Because it is important in the context of global events at the moment.
What's important is outcomes. And we've delivered $57 billion of increased defence expenditure over the medium term, $10 billion over the short term, over the forward estimates, including $1 billion we brought forward in our budget in March. Australia doesn't, just be passive here. Australia always pulls our weight. And as the Australian Prime Minister, I'll talk up our contribution because we are significant allies, we're significant players in delivering peace and security in our region. We're also a significant economy, providing goods and services to the world and making a difference, which is why when I was in the United States a couple of weeks ago, we announced an additional $20 billion of investment into Australia, which will lead to thousands of jobs being created.
But our defence spend, it's over 2%. NATO's at 5% now. That's the plan anyway. France is going towards 3.5%. The UK is heading towards 3% as well. Are you going to change it at all? Is Penny Wong going to change it at all in her discussions with the Quad this week? Or are you going to stay firm where you are?
Well, what we'll do is we'll invest in our capabilities. So it's not a game where you do what the coalition did during the election campaign, was say they'll have this additional spending, but they couldn't say where the money was coming from. They couldn't say what it was for. What we've done is have a defence strategic review that's resulted in increased expenditure on specific assets that make a difference to supporting our capability, as well as we're investing in our relationships. Our relationships in this region are very important. Measures such as the increased defence relationship and partnership that I announced right here in the Prime Minister's courtyard with Indonesia, the increased relationship that we have with Papua New Guinea as well, the announcements that we've made with Tuvalu and Nauru, important relationships for the Indo-Pacific region. We are doing all of that and making an enormous difference. And we'll continue to invest in whatever capability Australia needs to contribute to our national security.
Okay.
And that is what we will do, and that's what my government has done.
Is China being prioritised over the US at the moment? I know you've got a trip to Beijing coming up soon.
No.
But you've had more trips to see, or more meetings with Xi Jinping than you have Donald Trump.
Well, Xi Jinping has been in office for some time, and the person who had Xi Jinping address our national parliament here was Tony Abbott, just for the record. I've met with the US president more than I have met with the president of China since I've been the Prime Minister, and I've travelled 5 times to the United States and 1 time to China.